Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Las Vegas Raiders. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Brandon, whatever happened to the old rule that if you don't know that you're definitely going to get it to at least a 20-yard line, you just take a knee in the end zone. Sometimes being too aggressive can actually cost you.
First carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 25. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
They go play action. Mayfield. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Play fake. Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. And again, it's Mayfield. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? He
rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line.
Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Flush to his right. And this is Carr. Touchdown, Raiders. Curtis Samuel there to make the grab. And the Raiders are on the board first here in this division round matchup. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll see today, but to jump out like that, very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace. You know, in a game like this, you want people chasing you. You don't want to be the team chasing them. That's exactly what they did.
From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Mayfield on play action. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Throwing, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. To throw, Mayfield. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz there to make the grab. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Carr. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield now. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Here's 2nd and 10.
From the gun, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. First down, Mayfield.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Carr.
He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
54 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
They'll run. It's Gibson.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Carr to throw.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation. That's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Carr.
Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Gibson.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Even with the good gain, I thought they might accept that one.
Yeah, you thought maybe they'd go with the downs as opposed to the yardage. So if you're taking the yardage now, 2nd and less than 5, that tells me you feel good about how your offense is working.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Foster Moreau, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Armstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A first down throw for Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Catch made, it's Moreau. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Carr now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield under pressure. They got him again. Tanner Muse in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Mayfield off the play fake. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Mayfield looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Buying time to his left. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
From midfield, here's Carr. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Malik Jackson there to make the stop. Carr now to throw. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A handoff for Gibson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 79 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the 2 now, second and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Foster Moreau, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Raiders are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
On first and 10, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He's got a man. Complete. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Mayfield on first down. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing again on second and 10. Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw again on second down. Mayfield. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores. as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
96 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Carr going to throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. This will be caught. It's Samuel. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time. On first down, Gibson. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a play fake. Carr. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. One more time with Gibson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Derek Carr, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. The Browns drive about to get started. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. One last shot from Mayfield here.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.